Hi, this is Tapcat. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. We're getting ready to head out on our week 2 quest, and all but one of the dungeons are medium length rather than short, and that means we'll need to camp while we're in there. And I thought about just taking the short one. I seriously thought about that. But I would like to get these deeds if I can, and we could also use some gold. The blacksmith and the guild are going to open soon, and I'm going to want to buy a bunch of abilities, so I think it makes sense to do this. Hopefully we're not going to bite off more than we can chew. I am going to go ahead and swap out this Vestal just to get another one up to level 1 at least. I definitely want the Plague Doctor though, and I don't think either of these two would make a good substitute for the Crusader or Highwayman. So I did also rename the 3 new characters. So we have JP, Deb Clatterbuck, and Annie joining the squad. And we'll definitely get JP and Annie some action in the not too distant future. So another thing that I need to do, we have a couple of trinkets. Not necessarily amazing, but I think giving the Plague Doctor a little bit better chance for Blight to hit is not terrible, although I don't like reducing his speed. It's only by 1. I'm not really worried about disease resist, and I don't want to lose any dodge right now, so I'm just going to leave that as is. And I think with that, we're ready to go. I wish there were a better reward as far as the trinket goes, but none of the trinkets that were offered were really that exciting, so... All right, so this just explains a little bit about camping. You're going to see that for yourself very soon. Let me grab a couple of holy water. And since this is going to be a longer dungeon, I'll bring 4 keys, full stack of shovels. Bring a couple extra. Anything I'm forgetting? Food. Food would be good. I'm just going to bring it all. And I'll bring 1 bandage. I don't want to waste money. And most of the time I don't end up using bandages. I just discard them. So, yeah. Like I said, we're going to need a bunch of money here pretty quick. Once we start buying abilities and upgrading abilities, that gets very pricey. Plus, we have some guys who are getting stressed, like my Plague Doctor. But with any luck, maybe we can do something about that when we camp. Alright, well, there's 1 extra torch. Thank you, boys. Ooh, okay. Well... These guys are heavy stress inducers, but the nice thing is he's up front. He would definitely be my first target. Part of me wants to do Plague Grenade to hit those 2. But I'm going to try and kill him before he has a chance to do anything. Come on, stack the bleed. I was going to say he's dead. And we brought this guy to the front, which is actually really nice. Him tagging my Plague Doctor for still more stress is less nice. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to try to stun this clown. Accomplished. And then I'm just going to lay the wood to him. Yeah. Crusaders are pretty good against Unholy. Alright. I am just going to go all out to kill this guy before he ever gets a chance to take another action. So I will do this. Yeah. We're in pretty good shape. I just need a little bit more damage. I'm wondering, though, if I should use her. Yeah. Let's not let us get all beat up here. Go for the stun. No. Rejected. Ouch. Yeah, we definitely could use some healing here. Alright. Actually, I didn't even need to do that. He was going to die. Oops. Okay, I mean, we're doing alright here. Okay. That makes it somewhat less alright. Then I'm definitely going to go for the stun now, because I want to try to get another heal in. I do not like... So even though he is only going to do 1 point, that's fine. It's still 1 more health. Alright, I'll do this. And yes, I knew it wouldn't kill him. That was actually the point. I know my highwayman is hurt worse. My plan is to use this on him. I was hoping for a better result than that. Alright, let's finish it.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
What is this? Oh, Jester only. It's a decent low-level trinket, but I don't have a Jester. So it's not going to actually help me that much at the moment. But who knows? When we get back, there could be a Jester waiting on the stagecoach.
A blazing star is born.
And then I will have a trinket for him. Okay, wow, there's a lot of curios early in this dungeon. Let's go down first. Keep my eye on the torchlight. Alright.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the fool.
Okay, let's read this because we'll end up trashing it. I cannot recall why we ventured onto land. Why did we leave when Mother Ocean provided all we needed beneath her tender waves? I will now return home, back to her embrace. So these journals, as you might imagine, they kind of tell a story once you get enough of them put together. Okay, this thing is awesome. I'm really glad to find that. Especially while I have holy water available. Okay, plague grenade coming right up. Those guys are going to tear us apart if I let them. Nice. So this guy's dead. We don't have to worry about him. And I'm going to try to stun. Oh, I can't. Oh, I should have gone the other way. I wasn't thinking. I should have had him fire at this guy and had her stun this one. I didn't remember that the stun couldn't affect him. Well, then I'll use Judgment, although she doesn't need a heal. I'm still going to go for a stun. This wasn't stun, it was damage, but... Don't pay attention to what I say. Pay attention to what I mean. Yeah, I am going to go for a stun here, though. And I actually mean stun, not damage. Alright, so that's one of the bone arbalists down. And this guy will die on his next turn. He got a good shot off on the way out, though. I'll give him that. But he won't get another action, thank goodness. So now we just got to take care of these clowns. Alright, it's one down. So just one left. I think I'm just going to go for the kill. Not with his shot. I just meant try to kill him as fast as I can. She's going to be the one exception to the rule. She can heal enough. It's worth doing. Alright, this should finish him.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Oh, nice. That's a good one. Worth 1,000. You compare that to the citrine, you might see what I mean. Okay, now I want to be careful here. He's a kleptomaniac, and I really want to get rid of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to use him to interact with this curio. And if I remember correctly, hitting this thing with holy water will get rid of one of his negative traits. Okay, but that is the problem. It's random, so you can lose any of the 4 that I had at the time. And so even though this is the one that by far I wanted to get rid of, you know, I don't have that choice. But what I'll do is every time I find something like that, I'll keep using him if he's in the party until I can get rid of Kleptomaniac. There is another way to get rid of them, but it costs a pretty good chunk of money. And did I mention we don't have that much money? So...
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
Alright, we'll have another fight in this room. Oy, 2 stress guys. Hopefully I can protect my poor plague doctor here. So let's see. Let's start working on one of these guys at least. Now, she can only hit the 3rd rank. So maybe the 2 of them... Well, never mind. I was going to say, maybe the 2 of them can kind of double up. Alright, let's try to stun this guy. I won't worry about... Oh, he resisted. He only had a 10% resist, too. Such is the way of the world. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and just get some damage in. If I can get one more good hit. It's not going to be with him. I'll use him for a stun attempt. I'm going to go for this one. He has less resistance, so... Yeah. Okay. This will be, I think, his last action. Yep, he's at 4 health, and the blight will do 4. So now all we got to do is kill the other 2 guys. That's all. Okay, let's go ahead. Oh. Harumph. Yep. I'll be trying to stun this guy next. But not with her. Actually, she only has 14 health. I need to heal her. Come on, give me the stun. Give it to me. Beautiful. So I still got to worry about that guy, but... Oh, nice. Okay. I should be able to finish him off. Yep. If only just. And he got rid of the last of his stress. So 2 of my guys are stress-free. And if you would be so kind, get the highwayman a little higher up. I mean, I could do something like emboldening vapors, but at this point of the fight, I don't actually like abilities like that very much. Once I get my full complement of abilities, I will be ditching that. You'll never see it again. A plague doctor can do some really powerful stuff, and not that this isn't good. Like, if I could just equip every ability, I might use it sometimes, but I don't know. I've never used it so far with a much more limited roster, so I probably wouldn't. It's just when you have a chance to stun guys so they can't do any damage whatsoever, or put blight on them, things like that. That feels more powerful to me. Alright, you know, I'm probably going to end up not ever using the bandages, so I'll just take the heirlooms. I'm going to be, actually, yeah, here we go.
Treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Really? Okay, hold on. Let's eat a little food. She's got enough. Yeah, I can eat one more and take that. And let's see. What do I want to get rid of? I don't think I'm going to use anti-venom, so that will be fine. We'll start heading up. And it doesn't look like we're going to have a fight in this corridor. Okay, that's fine. I don't mind using up a little bit of food. I'm not touching the books. That's pretty much going to be my approach for this whole playthrough. The books in general, there's a really good chance of you getting screwed. So we've already done this room, but I want to get these curios. Let me think. This... What do I use? Is it holy water? I feel like it's holy water. Yes, it was holy water. Wow. This is actually kind of a problem for me. I wouldn't mind grabbing the Dazzling Charm. Oh, God. I mean, the Jester dice, though, for a low-level thing, like, later this will be crap. But honestly, like, right now, if I got a Jester, I would want to use that. I guess I could get rid of the herbs. Then I have to pick. Usually citrine is kind of crap, but since I found 4 of them, you know, that's worth 1,000. So I would only take the onyx if I thought I'd get another one, and I don't know if I will. You know what? Oh, I'm such an idiot. I am literally a buffoon. Hold on. All I have to do, dummy, is equip that. And likewise... Oh, no. Now, I can't do it for that one because we don't have a Jester. But, yeah, that was... Oh, God. Everybody and their stupid quirks. Okay, let's just read it. These dark caves drip with an overabundance of humidity beyond my threshold of comfort. I nearly broke my ankle on the rocks, made slick with some ubiquitous slime. The pools stir and slosh with no visible cause, and the shadows beyond Torchlight seem to grow and shrink of their own accord. That's not a great sign. I'm going to have to leave that behind. Okay, so now we'll just head right back down the hall. And we're almost halfway done with this place. Yeah, almost, not quite. And we have to complete 100% of the room battles, which is not the same thing as 100% of the rooms, I would just point out. Alright. That sack is empty. Bummer. Alright, we got a battle coming up. Let me top off the light.
The path is clear.
The light, if you don't know, if you keep the torchlight up, as you can see, like, we have better dodge, we have a better chance to scout, and there's more of a chance that you'll surprise them. I don't think I've actually talked about surprise at all up to this point. The basic idea is every one of your guys gets to take an action before any of them do. And they can be surprised, but you also can be. And if you go to 0 light, then there's actually a pretty decent chance of that. I actually am thinking that at some point in this playthrough, I am going to try that, going some 0 light runs. But not when I don't even have, you know, the abilities that I want. I don't have hardly any trinkets at all. I mean, we're weak. And yes, these enemies are fairly weak, but we will get stronger even while we're still going up against them. So it just doesn't really make a ton of sense. You know what? Actually, at this phase of the fight, maybe I should just do this. Especially with my poor Plague Doctor at 79 on the stress. I really am a little anxious about that. Okay, so this guy is already dead. So let's go after the Arbalist. Nice. Wow, that was huge. Yeah, seriously, that was nice. So, yeah, alright. I'd like to stun, but let's just go to work, shall we? Yeah, the thing with this game, like, it's funny because I hear a lot of people say it's just inevitable you're going to lose a bunch of characters. I don't know. I don't necessarily believe that. I think it certainly can happen. But it also, I'm going to take a little bit of a chance here. Alright, I knew we'd get 3 or 4. I was hoping we'd get the 4. So maybe it wasn't the smartest thing to do. It's not the first time. But anyway, what I was going to say is, you know, if you really work to preserve the lives of your guys, you can do a pretty good job of it. Not always. There's definitely fights that can go just horribly wrong. But
Executed with impunity.
it's not like it's just a slaughtering grounds, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about that.
Push on to the task's end.
Okay, I think I'm going to let the... Well, why do I even say that? That's silly. Just take it. I keep forgetting I don't have trinkets equipped. I'm so used to bringing guys out that do have trinkets that when you start over, you got to go, oh yeah, I have all these slots empty. I can use that. Okay, so we're topped off. Let's go ahead and keep moving. We still have to come back down here. Check out that corridor. I don't care about the trap, but I do want the curio. There's only 4 rooms left to check out, and we do still have the campfire, by the way. We can heal some of her stress that way, which I'm looking forward to. Yep, this is fine. We can get a little bleed going. It's nice to fight somebody that we can make bleed, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and just use him, I think. This should be lethal if the bleed stacks. Yes, he will die. So... that'll move him up to rank 2. Another thing I don't think I've talked about yet is you may notice some of the things that die leave corpses and some don't. Like the guy who just died, he didn't leave a corpse, so this guy moved up. The reason that happens most of the time is that if they die from bleed damage or blight damage, there's no corpse. It's not enough that they have it on them, like that they're bleeding. If you kill them with an actual attack, then they'll still leave a corpse. But if it's the bleed damage itself that takes them down, they will never leave a corpse. Now, there are some enemies that just go away, but they are more of an exception. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and try to set this guy up so that he's dead sooner rather than later. And I actually think this is another case. Yeah, that actually is going to work out really well for me. Because once he gets his next turn, he won't even get an action. And we got in some free damage on that dude. Let's see. I'll go ahead and go for the heal. As much as I love stuns, keeping the health up, that is a biggie. You can go for the stun. And then most everybody else should just be able to start teeing off on him. And he's not going to last long. He's already down to 3 health. And it's like he really only has 2. Which means he's dead. Yeah, about that. I'm not getting rid of my last holy water for sure. So I think I'm just going to have to let the jade go, sadly. You know, I just realized I have not needed a shovel this whole time. Well, that curio was intensely disappointing. I don't think there's anything in here. Yeah, there wasn't. All right. Well, like I said, I want to check out that curio. Oh, you know what? First thing, let's get everybody back in the right order. And I believe he, again, is going to be the only one. Ooh, you have a 70% chance. I'm actually really tempted to do this. If she misses, it's going to be so terrible. But, okay, thank goodness. That gave me just a little bit of breathing room. Stupid books. Ah, man, I came down this hallway to see books. Why must you torment me? Yeah, it is what it is. It's not a big deal.
In radiance, may we find victory.
Some of the curios are so good, like the one that gets rid of negative quirks. That's probably my personal favorite kind. Okay, the alchemy table. Did I get rid of my herbs? I did. That's what I really wanted here. I could use a torch, but I'm already at almost 100, so it's not even worth doing. Okay, here's another trap. So, do I want to push my luck? I mean, 70%. I think it's foolish. you can get away with that once, but if you keep doing it, she's gonna fail. And that would really suck. Alright, so we have to come over here because there is a room battle. And I would, well, I was going to say I would want that curio. Let's see what we get. Another citrine.
The first test. Now it must be carried home.
Herbs. Interesting. But I'd have to get, oh no, I don't have to because I used up part of that stack of torches. Alright, a trampled journal. So the other one was bloody, so this is a different journal. We fought in the East Gallery, filled with portraits of our ancient lineage, uncaring witnesses to the slaughter. Al-Hazred, the fiery heartbeat of our retinue, wrought keen havoc in our enemies' ranks. I keenly feel his absence, even as I remember voiding myself upon seeing his lifeless body fall, blood pouring from his screaming mouth, some cruel knife having rent his lungs to gore. Yet we were victorious, and thus we press on. Wow, that's quite a story. Okay, I tell you what, we can actually get treasure if we come back here. So maybe what I should do is go ahead and camp now. And then we could go get the stuff.
Huddled together. Furtive and
So the more you eat, the more benefit there is to camping. I definitely want to get rid of stress, so I'm going to do the full deal here. Now, each person has skills you can use. Again, later you get to choose, but right now I couldn't. So we can prevent the nighttime ambush. I'm definitely going to do that. Does nobody? Okay, he does. So I'm going to reduce somebody's stress by 15. And since I'm pretty much already know I'm going to have to send her to get some stress relief, I think I'll do it for Deb. I think that makes more sense. I can really help one person, or, I can have one person be slightly less screwed. Oh, I could do zealous speech. I think I'll do that. Because that gets her down to just one, and it did help her. So that's cool. Does anybody have a skill that only needs one? Nope. And he has clean guns. There's stuff I could have done besides that, but it's fine. And now we we emptied, we freed up a slot. But let's go ahead. We'll come over here, because I actually may get all the loot I can handle anyway, just from that. At some point, I'm going to have to deal with the fact that I've got an awfully full pack. Oh, cool. Well, I shouldn't talk crap about enemies, but usually these guys go down pretty quickly. But let's see. I mean, the blight isn't great for me. 7 health each. Wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, how they love to troll me. Alright, that's okay. We're going to use Plague Grenade. That'll kill the one. Now these, by the way, are an example of enemies that never leave a corpse. Whenever you kill one, they disappear. So there are exceptions, but that's not how most of them work. Yeah, the nice thing, these guys don't have a lot of health, so you can definitely pick up one-shot kills. I'm just going to finish this guy. Wow. I did not know he'd get a crit there. There you go. Ooh, I wish I had... Oh, that's the last one. Interesting. Okay. Well, let's do this. Okay. Well, I definitely want the deeds above all else. I'm going to lose the jade. Can I take the crest? Yes, but not the painting. Unless I ditch the herbs, but I was going to go back. I could ditch the shovels. That's a thing I could do. If there's an obstacle, I'll just have to leave. I honestly think rather than just trying to get... Yeah, I'm tempted to press on into new territory. I could get rid of my highwayman stress by disarming the trap. Mostly it's just curios. And I'm more interested in curios that could help me do things like get rid of quirks. Oh, stupid books. Let's see what this is. Come on, this is the last... Oh, here we go. This will get rid of the last holy water. Okay.
Waiting to be spent.
Oh. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'll lose this because this stack of citrine had filled up. Now, there's nothing else here. We've already scouted that. So all I have to do is back up a little bit and come in here. Do I want to get in another fight and check out this curio? I think I will. We're going to squeeze every last bit of loot out of this place. And this fight, yeah, they are not even going to get to take an action unless something just goes horribly, horribly wrong. Actually, I'm going to do this. Wow, they both dodged it. Holy crap. This should be the last fight in the whole place, so... Holy cow. Well, never mind what I just said. Because half the squad missed. We should have easily taken them out. At least he resisted the stupid blight. That's what I get for running my mouth. I'm not going to worry about this. It's not really that great of an item. Okay. Let's just move forward, see what this curio is. We're about ready to get out of here. Well, that was not super wonderful. Alright, we're going to come down. I'm going to try to get some treasure out of that thing. We'll have more hard choices. That's the funny thing when you're full up like that. But I will get rid of the herbs in the process. And also, I have a torch or two I can get rid of. Yep. Didn't even have to get rid of the torches. We're good. We have thoroughly picked this place clean.
Devils remanded to their abyss.
Oh, yeah, baby. Nice. Very nice. Like 14,000 nice. And we got a total of 7 deeds alone. And then obviously we got a bunch of crests and some other stuff. Yep, that was productive. And note, we've been picking up 2 resolve for each dungeon. But this time we got 3 because it's a longer dungeon. Wow, no negative traits. That's a really nice one. That's certainly fine. And that's great too, especially at low level when I have all my upgrades left. In my last campaign, it was so funny. I got this on somebody, reducing the cost of armor upgrades after I had maxed out his armor. So it did me no good whatsoever.
Our family name, once so well regarded, is now barely whispered aloud by decent folk.
So this is huge. The blacksmith and the guild are now open. And of course, all of the new kids are level 1. Well, I guess Deb is the only new one who came on this mission, but Renaud and Dismas are up to level 2. So that is very nice. So, first thing, I want to go to the stagecoach. We can get a bounty hunter for the very first time, which is pretty sweet.
The thrill of the hunt.
I will gladly take a second Plague Doctor. And, I'm pretty okay taking a second Occultist as well.
One must know it.
Now, by the way, I should say, normally you would do things like look at their quirks and stuff like that and see like, oh, does this guy have something really bad going on that I wouldn't even want him? But at the very beginning of the game, I feel like that's just useless because the reality is I need bodies. And I can always dismiss somebody. See, at any time you want, you just do this. Dismiss hero. And they go away forever. And it doesn't cost me anything to recruit them. So I might as well just take them. Now I'm going to go ahead and get 4 to choose from each turn. But we only have 10 of 16 filled in still. So I'm pretty good with this. Now, God, combat skills.
No mistake. We will face
What do I need to upgrade this? So,
soldiers must be
good.
ready.
This is why I didn't want to start trading stuff, because I knew we would use these two. I'm going to be spending a crap ton of gold in here.
The wise hero trains for what he will face.
All right, so we just cut 20% off of, our costs. So, here is a thing we can do. Blinding gas works similar to Plague Grenade, except with a stun, and I really want that. I'm going to have to kind of pick my spots here, I think. So where is Duelist Advance? Yes, that's one of my bread and butter abilities, so I really want that. And I want Point Blank Shot fairly badly too, but let me just wait a little bit. Now, the other thing that we're going to do is take Inspiring Cry. And I'm doing that specifically because it's a stress heal. So these are not, by the way, the only abilities that I want. Oh, let me do this for JP. He has... Yes. This is really good because it'll let me do things like take out those back rank guys. You can hit them hard right at the beginning of the fight. It's a really nice ability. How am I doing on money? Pretty well. I think what I'm going to do, I want to just think a little bit before, I keep buying more stuff. Because the other thing we can do, not for him, but I believe for... No, okay. I thought maybe I could go up to rank 2, but I would have to buy this. So we're 1 portrait short and 14 crests. So and now that I've got the stagecoach up a few notches, I may focus on the guild. The other thing we can do is look at the blacksmith.
Bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
Can I do anything here? No, I can't. This is where, too, it gets fun. Like the stagecoach uses deeds, this uses deeds. The guild uses crest, this uses crest. So you really have to prioritize. Now, I knew that, that was going to be an issue. I purposely went to the guild first, because for me, there's nothing more important than unlocking some of these other abilities. So, I think what I'm going to do is, let's see. I'm going to get rid of that and take Duelist Advance. And for him, I'm going to get rid of this and take Blinding Gas. I did not unlock any of hers yet. For him, I did. I actually have some difficulty picking, the occultist abilities, but I'm going to go for this. For at least now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it here for now. I don't feel compelled to spend all 16,000 of our gold right now. So by the way, notice that what happened is we've now unlocked a new area called the Weald. Now you will fight different enemies here. You can see some of the same guys, but all the skeletons, the undead and stuff, not so much. Those are characteristic of the ruins. And the Warrens, they have a lot of pigmen, believe it or not. And the Cove has kind of anthropomorphic aquatic creatures. So anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about what I want to buy for abilities prior to the next dungeon and where we should go. Do we want to check out the Wield? You haven't seen that yet. And I'm not going to go up. The green dungeons or apprentice level. This is veteran. Later we'll unlock red dungeons, and those are champion. And then, of course, there's the hardest or the highest level of all, which is darkest. So these are level 1, the yellow's level 3, and champion's level 5. These are level 6. So anyway, I'm going to leave it here for now. Thanks for watching. I hope we see you next time.